Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd come on here and make a short video about my locks. So some of you were asking about my locks, how long I've been locked. So I just thought I'd give you some information about them if you're thinking about getting locks or if you're just curious. So I decided to lock my hair last year in 2023. Specifically July 22nd. So that means I've been locked for a year and about a year and 5 months, I want to say, somewhere around there. So why did I decide to get locked? So basically before my hair was locked, I was very indecisive on styling my natural hair. For a really long time I was trying to grow it, and I just noticed it would get to a certain length and it wouldn't go past, and I was thinking, if I had locks it would hold on to a lot of my hair, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about breakage, detangling, and just all of the stress and management that goes into caring for natural hair. So those two reasons piqued my interest, because I wanted to retain length, and I also, wanted to grow my hair longer. So another reason I decided to get locked was because I heard it's kind of a spiritual journey that you take with God. It's you're getting closer to Him because your hair holds energy, and you can protect your energy by not letting just anyone be in your hair. So that's a really important fact about locks if you have them, because Samson in the Bible, I don't know if you've read the account where he's the strongest man in the world, but then this woman, what's her name, Delilah, she ended up betraying him. He fell in love with her, she betrayed him, and the only way that he was able to lose his power was if his hair was cut. Well, Samson had locks. So that just shows you that our hair is very powerful. I take the Bible very seriously, and I believe the accounts in it. So I believe that our locks can definitely hold power and energy, and we don't want to just give that away. And I just like the concept of holding on to all my strands, and my strands just staying on my head, because as we get older we start to sometimes lose hair if we don't know how to care for it. And in the Black community, a lot of us aren't taught how to take care of our natural hair, so we have to go through trial and error and tons of products to try to figure out how to manage it. And you just know the history of women with their black hair is just so deep. It's so complicated. There's so many levels, layers, that's a whole nother topic. But I just find that having locks helps me to be more intentional, and it helps me to be more decisive and less indecisive about my hair. Because when it was natural, I was doing all kinds of styles to it, all kinds of things. I just couldn't be content with just having it in its natural state. Now that I have locks, I have to be content with it, because yes, there's a lot of versatility when it comes to locks, but at the same time, locks are locks. You're not going to be able to turn it into straight hair. You can't turn it into curly hair. Locks are just locks, and you just learn to live with them and love them and just enjoy them because they're beautiful. So something else about my locks, as you can see, the tips are a little bit lighter. I did bleach them one time only. I did it myself, didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't leave the bleach on too long, so you can see they're not super blonde or anything, just a little bit of color. I don't recommend bleaching your locks because I have heard of people, their locks breaking off, because bleach is very harsh, very harmful. And if I could probably go back, I would never have bleached them at all, because I do like my very dark black hair. I just was wanting to, you know, see what I'm talking about, wanting to do something different to my hair. So I did do that, but I didn't do it again. That's all I've really done to my locks in the year and 5 months since I've had them. I have done styles like 2-strand twist to my locks. I try not to do it too often because that can also cause thinning if you're constantly retwisting your hair. So there's a lot that you have to learn also when it comes to locks. It's not just like you can get locks and you don't have to do anything unless you have something like freeform, which I did think, oh, I have locks, I'm not gonna have to do nothing. No, was I wrong? Like, no, you still have to, you know, I spray my hair with water probably every day to keep it moisturized. I add oil. I don't have to add like a whole bunch of products like when I had curly hair and I was trying to, you know, get the curl definition. So it is simpler, but there is things that you need to be aware of. You do still need to care for them and make sure they're healthy and that they're growing and thriving, because they also can get matted. Like, let's say you take a shower and you just go straight to bed on wet locks. Not only can they get matted, they can also get like mildew. Like if you have wet clothing and you don't let it air out. So if you have wet locks and you just go to sleep or you don't let them dry properly, then your hair can get mildew, and who wants that? Because then you have funky locks. So make sure that doesn't happen. Wash your hair in the morning time, or if you're gonna wash it in the night, just make sure you are up long enough to let your hair dry, or either sit under a dryer or blow dry it. Something else with locks, I don't know exactly how many locks I have. I know I have over 100. I think I have like maybe 110, or it might be 109 or 8. I did have to connect some of mine that were too thin. My locks are far from perfect. I started them myself using 2-strand twist, and I wanted them to be small, but I ended up doing them like medium size. So they are like medium size locks. They're not super thin, but they're not super thick. They're kind of in the middle. And my hair texture, it is kind of like finer. So I feel like depending on your hair texture, that can also kind of determine how thick or thin you want to have your locks. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now in my lock journey. I'm enjoying it. I like the versatility of it. I like just being able to wake up and go and not have to do anything to my hair. I like that it's a Afrocentric type style. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm a black girl with locks. Like, I just feel like so black having my locks, and I love that. Like, I love representing who I am unapologetically. And, you know, I love this change in myself. I've always been kind of like a natural girly, and as I'm getting older, I just love embracing natural things, and I'm trying to be more natural in my everyday life with things I use, from what I put in my body to what I put on my body. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting locked, I suggest do your research, and most likely if you're thinking about it, then it's a sign that you should do it. That's what somebody told me. And so I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you found it informative. If you have any other questions about locks or my locks or anything lock related, go ahead and let me know. Leave your questions down below and I will definitely get back to you about that. Once again, I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.